We got the one and only David Banner on the phone with us this morning. We're talking about all of these murders that's going on with the police departments, murdering and killing unarmed blacks. And these are just the ones that we saw on video. Just imagine the ones that we have not seen where they were not able to record or didn't have the phone in their hand. And imagine if it's going on now, how long, imagine the 60s and the 70s and things that happen behind the scenes that nobody even know about. Or whatever, you just know that your loved one has passed away, and they probably told it they died in jail. And when you start thinking about Philando Castile and Mike Brown and Sandra Bland and all of these different people that were shot down and murdered like dogs. And David, we were talking about police, white supremacists have infiltrated police departments all over the country. And everything that's going on, and none of these officers are going to jail, except for the black cop that shot the white woman in Minnesota. He went to jail or whatever, but the white cops that kill unarmed blacks don't go to jail. And first of all, thank you for calling in, and good morning, and how you feeling, and what do you think about all of this?
Well, Ricky, man, you know how long I've been at this, bro. And the question that first of all, good morning, and thank you all for always respecting and looking for my voice. I really, really appreciate that. In my opinion.
I didn't even say your damn name. My bad, brother. Hey, y'all get up for my little brother from another mother, the one and only David Banner in the building. Sorry about that, man. I'm so damn mad I can't think straight.
It's all good, bro. This is the question that I just want to ask people. One of the problems that I have is we as a whole, we keep acting like, that's why I'm glad you said what you said. There's a systemic problem in America. And, you know, people are starting to see that white supremacists have been ghosting and being a part of the police department, but that's always been the case. When the Ku Klux Klan was supposedly shunned by America, they took off, in a lot of cases, they took off their white sheets and put on blue. And the problem to me with black people is we consistently think that politics is for us. We consistently think the police is for us. I hear so many black people consistently say these people need to be arrested. And we start feeling good when we hear words like the FBI is investigating. That's like me saying it's a part of the same system. It's like me saying my hand is investigating my foot. My hand is part of the same thing. So if we constantly see these people constantly getting investigated by these systems and nothing ever happens, then what are we going to do? Think about this. George Floyd is not going to be able to see a judge. We think these white folks' lives are better than our lives. No, we want the same thing that you took away from us. If you take my child away, I don't want your sorry. I want your child. And until we start respecting and loving black life, because think about this, Ricky, I want you to think about this. Anytime a person's face is away from a cop, there is no reason for you to pull out your gun. If I'm running away, why are you pulling out your gun? If I'm face down, why are you pulling out your gun? If I'm already cuffed, why is your knee in the back of my neck? Why is a black body left out for 5 or 6 hours in the middle of the sun when you know you wouldn't do that? Black people keep wanting equal rights. I don't want equal rights. I want better rights. So for me, until their lives start being affected, till their mothers and fathers start, it's a friend of mine. Right now, my company is working on making a bulletproof vest. And the reason why I started working with this company, this cop out of Atlanta said that he started making bulletproof jackets for black people because he noticed that the victim never got a chance to make it to court. We only get their side of the story because our people died. So I want everybody out here to think, stop looking at celebrities. Stop looking at everybody outside of your community. If you want this kind of stuff to stop, what are you willing to do? We always talk about black history, and one of my mentors told me this. Our grandmothers and grandfathers constantly sacrificed for us. Think about what they did in Birmingham, what they did in Mississippi, what our parents would sacrifice in order for us to have the things that we have now. What is our generation willing to sacrifice to make sure that our children don't have to go through the same thing? Because we're talking about the same thing our grandparents talked about. So that means that we need to sacrifice more. So I'm not asking you what you're willing to post. Because, Ricky, I want you to think about this. Every time we post an atrocity on our social media page and we don't do nothing about it, we show every other race of people that these people can continuously take our lives, and we're not going to do nothing about it. So you become the poster child for white supremacy when you post black people dying, but you don't do nothing about it.
You better. Ooh.
Wow.
Man.
That's the deepest thing I've heard. And it's almost like, trying to go and change a formula. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't figure out the math problem, so you go back and change the formula. The formula is set. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It has never been, and it's not set for us, because if that was the other way around, if those police officers was black and that was a white man or a white woman laying on the ground, they would be in jail right now without bond.
Ricky, let me ask you a question. Don't white supremacists hate everybody that's not white?
Let me say that again.
White supremacists hate everybody that's not white, right?
Right.
They don't do that to Jewish people. They don't do that to outwardly gay white men. You want to know why? Because if you do something to them, they gonna do something. They're not gonna expect the police to do something. The police are a fraternal order. Let's be clear about what they are. They're gonna protect their brothers as much as they possibly can. So why would you even want this? As a matter of fact, wouldn't it be safer for him to be in police custody right now? We don't think about the stuff that we asked for. How are you going to let somebody else serve justice when somebody has done something to your community? White people don't wait for justice. If a black person do something, they come to your house. Do something to a Russian if you want to. They ain't waiting for American cops. They sending clips to calls to your house.
You are absolutely correct.
The problem, and Ricky, this is painful, but this is the truth. Most Negroes want to be white. So when something happened to a black person, they look at it from a white person's perspective. We look at ourselves the same way white people do. In order for us to ever be free, we got to let something go. I watch basketball players, football players, rappers, everybody talk about during Black History Month about sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice for the death of a black person? That's it. We ain't got to do too much talking. I'm talking about the everyday, ordinary person. I'm talking about the person that worked at the corner store. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? If you do sin, what you going to do? George Zimmerman is still around here selling stuff that has to do with the murder he committed. And he's still walking in the streets, but everybody a gangster.
I've been saying
so
that.
Nobody cares. If somebody don't bring back your dope, you go into their house and you gonna do something. Think about this, Ricky, and people gonna get mad when I say this. If a black person kills a black person, your grandmother will tell you, y'all need to go see that Negro. When a white person does something to an innocent black person, we want to pray.
Oh, yeah.
God gave you everything that you needed on this earth to handle what you need to handle, what you're praying for. God has showed you over and over again that they will not do nothing for you. So you are the fool if you don't do nothing back. Period.
Realest thing I heard.
Yeah.
That's real. And those are my thoughts. And all of those are my thoughts. Hey, brother, I love you so much, Dave. Hey, let everybody know how you can be reached.
DavidBanner.com.
There it is, man. All right, hey, David Banner, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
You.
All right, man.
Thank you,
Peace,
David.
love y'all.
Yes, sir. Gary got the tea and the clue today. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.